quiet strength of silence. The silence used to have a sharpened edge, a hollow ringing in the hall. I used to treat this house like a sinking ledge, waiting for a hand to break the fall. I never thought that Darnell was the shadow in the night. I kept the windows closed to keep the secrets in the dark. I swore that you were hurting too, that you just needed grace, while I was losing every piece of me in your embrace. It started with the quiet things, the words that cut like knives, the mental warfare in the hall that tangled up our lives. A slow erosion of my mind, a fog I couldn't clear, until my only constant was the vibration, the fear. Every time you walked back through that door upon the hinge, the cruelty grew a little more, a dark and heavy binge. The pressure in the room would rise the moment you arrived. I forgot what it was like to live, I only just survived. You saw the end was coming and you tried to buy my time, offering 3,000 just to keep me in your line. But money couldn't cover up the way you made me feel, or fix the broken parts of me that needed time to heal. My Bailey girl was watching, she was steady, she was wise. She saw the hidden anger that was boiling in your eyes, a constant bark of warning every time you'd start to walk, protecting me from shadows every time you'd start to talk. She sensed the storm inside you long before it ever broke. She felt the heavy weight of every bitter word you spoke. She bit you just to tell you that your time was at an end, the only one in that apartment acting like a friend. I found a spark of fed up in the ashes of my heart, and told you that the time had come for us to fall apart. I told you that you had to go, I pointed to the street, but you wouldn't take the exit, you wouldn't accept defeat. You looked me in the eyes and said you put a bullet in my head. You promised me an ending filled with violence and with dread. You threatened every part of me, you swore you'd make me pay, standing in my sanctuary, refusing to walk away. I had to dial the numbers with a hand that wouldn't stop shaking, to save my life from the very one whose love I've been faking. 6 cars lined the pavement with their lights of red and blue, to do the thing I couldn't do, to protect me from you. The sirens were the soundtrack to the death of what we were. They walked you from my hallway in a cold and frantic stir. They trespassed you forever, told you never to come back, and left me in the silence of a life turned suddenly black. Now the apartment is a canyon and the quiet is a weight. I'm struggling with the irony of how I love what I should hate. I miss you like a fever, Darnell, I miss you like a drug, even though you're the one who pulled the earth beneath the rug. It's a different kind of heavy, a different kind of quiet, a civil war inside me, a one-man riot. I'm learning how to breathe without a second set of lungs, speaking truths I've never tasted on my tongue. There's a terrifying beauty in a soul that's coming through, learning how to breathe again when the air isn't filled with you. I'm looking at the vastness of an unpeopled sky, looking at the sadness in my eyes and not asking why. Once the pain begins to fade and the shackles fall away, I'll find the freedom waiting in the breaking of the day. I'm picking myself up today, I'm standing on the stone, and I'm finally, truly, bravely learning to be alone. It is gonna be so fucking hard, but I will fucking make it. And one day this pain will stop and your memory will fade away.